Hello and welcome. So Michael here, and I'll be your guide for all things EFT. Now in this video, I'm actually really excited to present this video because this video is going to be focusing on a way to start clearing a very common fear response in a lot of us that's really stopping a lot of us from living, from moving forward, from doing cool projects. And that fear is the fear of being criticized and being disapproved of by others. So this could be, you want to put a post up on the internet, you want to put a video up on the internet, you want to publish a book, you want to publish a project, you want to start a new course, you want to go overseas, you want to try a new job. Like, it could be anything, but there's a real fear that's blocking you because you're afraid it's going to, either someone close to you is going to get really angry at you or tell you you're a fool, or you're going to get some internet haters who start blasting you with comments of negativity, etc., etc. So this video will help you clear that away so that you can move forward, you can do these things. And even if people do criticize you, is that it doesn't really bother you that much, right? And that's the way to be. So this actually response is not unusual. This response is actually deeply put in our biology from thousands of years ago, because as we lived as tribal societies, small groups of people, is that we really depended on each other's support in these small communities. And if someone didn't like us, someone powerful in the group, is that we would essentially be ousted from the community. And being ousted from your tribal community would usually mean death. So we've got that wiring inside us, that's why we seek each other's approval so much, is that on some level, we actually feel like if someone disapproves of us, it triggers the same kind of feeling of death or being severely under threat, safety-wise. So that was true thousands of years ago, but these days it's not the way it is anymore. It's almost like a lot of these impulses that we developed thousands of years ago are actually working against us these days. So these days, if someone doesn't like you, it's really no big deal. You can find somebody else quite easily. Or if some community doesn't like you, you can find another community quite easily. If you don't like this particular country, you just move to a different country, right? So obviously it's a bit different with family, but again, similar situation is if your family doesn't approve of whatever it is you're doing, you're not bound to the family. You don't have to be there, right? You can, if it's necessary, actually move, find another community, which may become your family in a lot of ways. So there are ways these days in the modern world that we're not bound together for survival. We can actually move around and find other communities, and we'll still survive if someone doesn't like us. If someone leaves a bad comment on this video or hates me for some reason, it doesn't kill me, right? It's not really that big a deal, okay? Okay, so the way that this works is, now I'm going to be taking you through it, but a lot of this is actually imagination, and I'll be prompting you through it as we tap. So I want you to think of something that you're working on, something that you feel hesitant or constipated in a way to publish because of fear of criticism. You want to move forward with a decision, but you feel afraid to announce it or do it because someone might disapprove of you or criticize you. Okay, so just choose one for now. Good. And just welcome it up as best you can. Welcome up the feeling of this decision or this project. And then start tapping on the side of the hand when you're ready. Now, of course, this is not to replace advice from your medical doctor or psychologist if you've got one. So just keep tapping, close down the eyes. And this time I want you just to imagine that you actually go ahead and you make the post, you make the launch, you make the decision. Take a breath. And then I want you to imagine that there is a bit of a whiplash from this. So let's imagine someone leaves reviews on your work that are negative, they're criticizing you, they're calling you all sorts of names, a charlatan, an idiot, a fool, whatever gets you going. Take a breath. Good. Tap on the inside of the eye. And again, imagine more comments, negative reviews. Take a breath. Good. Tap on the side of the eye. Another breath. Good. Tap under the eye. Now I want you to imagine maybe it's more verbal. Let's imagine maybe you're at an interview or you're with someone and they have suddenly turned against you, they're disapproving of you, and they're kind of cursing you. You're an idiot, you're a fool, who do you think you are? Any words that kind of trigger you, see if you can run it through. Take a breath. Tap under the nose. Again, another breath. And as they're cursing you in this image, see if you just notice yourself, you feel so centered. You feel calm. It's almost like curious. There's a sense of like, wow, this is so interesting. Right? See if you can develop that sense of imagining yourself just standing there calmly, cool, calm, collected. Tap on the chest. And maybe they're still going, maybe somebody else is having a go at you, calling you names. Take a breath. Good, under the arm. Take another breath. Good. Top of the head. And again, another person, maybe a stranger this time or someone closer. Again, maybe in a different situation, maybe you're talking in a public space or a workshop and then they're having a go at you, right? Who do you think you are? You don't know what you're talking about. You're a scam, whatever. Like, whatever curse word or whatever name you're afraid of being called, this is the time to bring it up in your mind and imagine someone calling you these things. Take a breath. Tap on the inside of the eye. Again, keep it going as best you can. Take a breath. Side of the eye. Again, notice yourself, if you can imagine yourself cool, calm, collected amongst the fire. Again, almost like curious, like, wow, interesting. Observing. Good. Tap under the eye. Under the nose. And again, let's do one more. So you can either be like comments on the internet or someone in live. whatever kind of your fear is, imagine it now. Calling you out, calling you names, saying this, saying that, da 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 da. Deep breath. On the chin. On the chest. Keep breathing. Good. Tap under the arm. Good. And repeat these words if it feels okay now. So all this fear of being criticized, of being judged by others. It's okay to feel this way. And it's also okay to let it go. Top of that, I release and let this tension go. Right? Any worry, anxiety, stress inside of the eye. It's safe now to let it go. Under the eye. And if people don't like it, if people don't like me for some reason, that's okay. They have every right to not like me if they don't want. They don't have to like me, right? And if they do like me, that's okay too. Because it doesn't really change the way I feel about myself. Deep breath. Good. Tap under the nose. If they don't like me, that's okay. If they do like me, that's okay too. Good. Tap on the chin. If they disapprove of me, that's okay. And if they agree with me, that's okay too. On the chest. Because it doesn't really matter either way. Because I allow myself to feel good inside. I trust myself, I trust my intuition. And I know my intent is good. Good, it's under the arm. So it's okay if they don't like me. Deep breath. It's actually good that they don't like me. Right? It's not my job to make everyone like me. That job is too hard and too great. Good, inside the eye. So it's okay if people don't like me for whatever reason. It's on the side. It's their choice. That's fine. Under the eye. It's not my job to make them like me. Good. Tap on the nose. And so I release any effort to try and change the way it is. Deep breath. Good. Tap on the chin. So I release and let it go. In the chest, it's safe to let all that stuff go now. And I fully and deeply love and forgive myself. Good. Take a breath, relax the tap. Take a moment. So that can be a big one. And of course, you can come back and do this to keep chipping away at that tendency, that deep tendency inside. Have a beautiful day. May you move forward with ease, no matter what happens. It's okay. All right. So all the best, and I'll speak to you soon.